Hey Flosstube, I'm Annie and I am the proper stitcher.
And I am not the proper stitcher, but I'm Kim Gavlik.
And this is my Flosstube number 61.
But I'm going to use it for my Flosstube too.
What Flosstube number is it for you? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. She looked at me.
That's Ashley's job. That's Ashley's job. She's with the baby. So, under 20?
They've been doing
Over
Flosstubes
20
for a while.
Yes.
So we are here today from Greenwood, Indiana. We're in between sessions for Kim's retreat that she is hosting this week. I'll let her tell you a little bit about the retreat we're doing.
Well, it is with Stitching with the Housewives. I had one last September and it was a Halloween one. This year it is Christmas in July, so it is all wreaths and lights and candy and all that exciting stuff. We have about 80 women per retreat. We're getting ready for our second one, back to back. And they teach a class and they have a pattern that has not been released yet. It will be soon, but these ladies get it first.
Yes, it's fun. Mm-hmm. It's fun. Kim's really good about hosting retreats. She makes every minute a memorable minute. And we're shaking the table, sorry. We're not in our studio like we are at home. We're in the conference room at the hotel, but Kim's retreats are amazing. She focuses on every little detail. Every minute has some significance to it. She has the first day is, the first night is meet and greet. She has swag bags, she has games, she feeds you a delicious dinner. Second day, free day, everybody gets to go shopping. They get to sit and stitch in this 24-hour stitching lounge.
There's 4 cross-stitch stores, I'd say within 2 hours. So you can go, you can go to Keepsakes. You can go to Fancy Works. I mean, there's quilt stores in Greenwood. So you can shop as much or as little as you choose.
Right, and you can also stay in the stitching lounge and stitch all day. Keepsakes is a couple hours away. I don't know if you said that. But so then the second night we do more games, more exciting things.
And we do games every night, but you don't have to do them.
Right.
I myself am not a game person, but I think they're fun. I love to watch the ladies participate because they get serious.
They do.
About it, and it's so much fun. But anyway.
We're trying not to give too much information about what we did this first session because the second session starts this afternoon. So we're trying to keep it still a surprise so that they have just as much fun as the first group did without, just to have that element of surprise.
Right,
So,
like we told the ladies not to post any pictures of the retreat until Saturday afternoon. And from the first session, I'm like, that's great. I'm glad you took pictures. I want you to post them. They'll be on our page, which is Stitch, etc. It's great, but I want the second session to be as surprised and have as much fun and excitement as the first. And so they were like, oh, I didn't even think about it. I totally agree. So come Saturday evening, I think there will be a lot more.
yeah, that's when I'll start to post a lot of the videos and the photos, and it's really hard for me right now not to tell you to spill the beans. I'm trying really hard not to do that. So, but Kim does an amazing job with her retreats. How long have you been hosting retreats?
Oh gosh, I think this is probably my ninth or 10th retreat, and I've done 5 with Priscilla and Chelsea. So I mean, we just have a very good.
They're awesome.
They're very good. Yes, they're awesome. We just have a good working relationship. They kind of know what I do. They know what I expect of them. We work really well together.
I took some videos of Priscilla's trunk show that I will post on my video next week. I just didn't. I wanted that to also be a surprise for the second.
It's amazing. It takes
session.
up half of the stitching room.
It does. It's beautiful. And to see them in person, to see the models in person, and then of course to see Priscilla and Chelsea in person is so much fun.
I always tell everybody on my page that their pictures are great. I mean, when you see the pattern, you see them on Instagram, or you buy the pattern in your LNS, it looks great. I mean, it does. But then when you see it in person, it is literally, this is what I do. Oh my God.
I want all the things.
I want all of them.
All.
They're just amazing. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And we get to see a little sneak peek of some things she has coming up this fall. So many.
Just released that.
Did she?
This morning.
Well, then you
But
probably
we saw them
already
in
seen
person.
It. That's cute.
So
We got to see her finish it too.
yeah.
So that was fun. So you've been hosting retreats for, you said how long? This is your ninth
Probably
one?
my ninth one. I used to do about 2 a year, and I'm slowing down. I'd rather do one big one, one wowie.
So she leaves no detail or no stone unturned. Everything is.
But I have a great
amazing.
crew. I mean, she says that, but I have a great. I have the big picture, and then they come along and help that big picture.
So
come to
speaking
fruition.
of your crew, you have Ashley. I need you to talk about Ashley.
Ashley is my daughter. I convinced her to come work for me, and she is the person who takes you. It's a tech person, but she takes the orders. She works online, and she does all that because I struggle with my phone some days.
Open it.
I open it and I don't know what I'm doing. We have a new phone for work, and I literally am I'm constantly going, help, here, what do I do? She's like, oh my God. But anyway, and we have Urban, her son. He's going to be 1 in 2 weeks. He is really the boss behind the show. I have my son-in-law makes the wooden items, and also my son-in-law's brother works for us. So,
and then at this retreat, you have I'm helping you, and
Kay, who is dancing in the background over here.
Kay's welcome to come say hi if she
and
wants.
Amy. So
and our friend Amy.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've got everybody.
Y'all have heard me talk about Kay. She's the one who also stitches me amazing gifts. Say hi. This is Kay.
Come have fun with us.
Oh, so you do have a lot of hands behind the.
I do. I'm very blessed.
On site there.
On site at the store and on site here.
Yep. So, in addition to hosting retreats, you've been going to retreats for years.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's how we met.
Oh, that's right.
Well, not how.
Kinda
how we met.
So you tell how we met, and then we'll get into our big announcement.
Okay. So we did an exchange, a Christmas ornament exchange, and there was a lady named Jan, who we know. Jan had my mother. My mother had Annie, and Annie had me.
Right.
So it was weird how it all came about, and then we just started texting back and forth, and then we met each other that spring at the retreat.
Yeah, we met. So we met on a Facebook group through that ornament exchange, and then we met in person
at a retreat. And
we've been together ever since. And then I met Kay through Kim at that retreat. Kay had a different person in that ornament exchange, so I did not get. Oh, and I have my. I guess I could take this off.
I don't even know where mine is.
I'm wearing my name badge.
Urban is his sleep habits. He sleep screams, and he coughs. And Ashley knows what it is, so she's like, yeah, no big deal. So she's sleeping through it. He's in the other room. We have a suite. And I'm dead asleep, and then I hear him cry, and I'm like, oh, the baby! And she's like, that's all right. So, but then you can't go back to sleep after you are startled or awake like that. So I left to come down here at 6 this morning, and my shoes were by his head, and my
your name
badge and my keys, and I just walked out, and I put my shoes on in the hall. I had to make new keys. I'm like, not waking up to baby.
It truly is. Do not wake a sleeping child.
Yes,
So
don't do that.
So, well, let's see. I think that's all we can really share with you about the retreat. We're trying to keep that short and sweet because of the second session, who they should be arriving in about an hour. But Kim has something she wants to tell everybody, and I'm so excited that she's sharing it here. I'm going to let you kind of go through the everything you want to share about it.
Oh my gosh, when you put on the spot, you can't think.
You want me to help you out?
I don't care. Go ahead.
Okay, no. So, tell me about where you live.
Okay, all right. I'll just jump in. I'll be backwards and forwards. And so we live in Farmington, Missouri, which is about an hour south of St. Louis. And it's the town I grew up in. I got married out of college, moved to Philadelphia, blah, blah, blah. Ended up coming home, marrying my high school sweetheart. So, and then Ashley, after she graduated college, moved to Farmington and then met her husband there. So that's where we're based. So there's a building that I have loved this building for, over 50 years. It started out as a jeweler, and back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you had to go to a jeweler to get your wedding invitations. So for Ashley's dad and I, we went to this jewelry store, and got our wedding invitations. It, of course, then went out of business because, you know, the owner was old. It has been several things. It's been a wedding dress store. Ashley got her wedding dress there. And I have loved this building. It is the oldest building in Farmington, and it was built in 1863. And it has exposed brick, hardwood floors, big curving staircase. Anyway, Ashley and I are putting in an L&S. So
They're opening a store, another
yes,
L&S.
an L&S, and I've had it since the middle of June. We've been working. She came to help with the retreat and also the store. It's beautiful. It's my dream come true. And every time we would drive by, I would tell my husband, I want that store. I want that store. I want that. I would do this in the window, and I would do this, and I would do that, and I would do this. And when my degree is in interior design and merchandising. And when I did my senior project, you know, all these other people are doing like these fancy boutiques and they're doing restaurants. I did a cross stitch store. I had to explain to my professor. He's like, is it a yarn store? I'm like, no. So, I mean, I have wanted this for, you know, 40 years. And I've always wanted it, and I've always wanted it in this building. I was going to mail somebody's packages at one day, and I drove by, and there was an 8x11 sheet of paper in the window. And I thought, well, that's odd, because I watched this building like a hawk. And so I went to if you guys knew me, you'd die laughing. I went to the post office, which is a half a block away, and I mailed my packages, and then I jogged up the half a block, and I look at the window, and it says, building for lease. But of course, it has a phone number. But of course, I don't have my phone because I left it in the car because I was carrying all the packages in the post office. So then I jog faster, back down. I get the phone. I run. I'm like really jogging by the time I get back up.
Was there theme music playing in your head?
Oh yeah,
all kinds of music going on.
And then I took the picture, you know, and
Rocky music.
then I called her or Ed, my husband, and I'm like, "This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. This is actually happening." So.
I think you texted me and Kay at the same time.
Yeah, I
texted us.
I was like, oh my gosh. So I talked to my husband, and I'm like, should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I do this? Because you know, and he's like, if you don't do it, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. So I talked to Ashley, and I'm like, are you prepared? She's like, yeah. She's always down for an adventure. So we're doing it. We open August 16th.
August 16th, in less than 30 days.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else. Priscilla and Chelsea are coming around Christmas time to do a special event. And Lori Wilson from Thread Milk Primitives is coming this fall to do a special event. I haven't solidified the days or anything. I will be putting it on my page on Stitch Etc. I will get a website up. I mean, I just have a Facebook page. I will get a website up, but it's just, there's been so many things that I've been like, it's a little overwhelming, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take one thing at a time.
Yes.
And do
That's smart.
and do it well, and then I will move on to the another thing
Right.
and do it instead of just doing everything at once and being helter-skelter. So soft opening August the 16th, and you know, we will have all the overdyed, we'll have all the linen, we'll have all the patterns, and we've been ordering patterns and ordering patterns and ordering patterns, and I stitch all the time, and so my house is literally full, from literally the floorboards to the ceiling, and Ashley's like, no more gifts, and Hannah's like, my other daughter's like, don't even bring it in. So I don't have any place to put it, so literally I've gone through and been pulling everything off my walls.
It's in a beautiful store. I wanted to share photos when I was there a few weeks ago, but I couldn't. But now that she's telling people, we can start showing photos of the store. We can tell you more about it.
We got kind of when she was there, we did just the bones of things, so that you know, you kind of know where you're going. Like, you know, like, okay, the fall section's going to be here, the Christmas section's going to be here, and I have started, but you know, of course, you need to add to it and stuff. But I have the bones of where everything is.
And she has Kay that comes by and helps. She has obviously Ashley, so she's getting there. She's getting closer and closer, and so it's exciting to see it start to finish, I guess. So August 16th, she will have a soft opening, and and of course I'm going to link everything below. I'm going to link her Facebook page, her Flosstube page, her new store address, and the phone,
it's so
the
nice
phone number. Isn't
because
that crazy to say?
Now I go, when I'm like filling out stuff, I'm like 14 East Columbia.
Because
You know, that sounds so more exciting than, you know, my farm address.
So when it does sound exciting, and you can say, mail it to my store, or call my store. That's just exciting.
Yes, because that's the new phone that I don't know how to operate.
Yes, she will learn how to do that, so
And
she
I
can
have
answer.
Ashley. I have
when you
Ashley,
call.
so
She's really good. She's just on top of that. So Kim has ordered and purchased furniture, antique furniture, and she has a beautiful wall display with all of her boards, all of her wooden products will be there. She'll have an inventory.
I don't know if you've seen my other Flosstube, my last one, but we filmed right in front of the piece. Annie and Kay and I went to an antique store, and I had a wall that I didn't know what to do with. I was just kept looking at it, you know.
It's a big wall.
It's a big wall, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, and you just anyway. So we found this piece, and it's 8.5 feet long, and it's 6.5 feet tall, and it's got big cubbies. And so then I have like all my Washington boards in a cubby. I have all my Madison boards in a cubby. I have all my Jackson boards in a cubby. So when I do the vignettes in the store, I'll have a few, like if I have something on a board, I'll have a few boards there, but the majority of the boards will be on this wall, and it's just so I just like to stand there and look at it because
It's like a color wall.
it's got all
just
this
so
fun
pretty.
stuff on it. So
I think it would be fun to go like you're at a candy store or a paint store, just start pulling from the wall. It's really pretty. Visually, it's going to be a lot of fun to fill out.
I'm so happy with it.
So that is Kim's big announcement.
Yes.
I am so excited because one, I love going to local needlework stores. I love going to cross-stitch stores. I always share that with you all. I tell you about my adventures, and she's with me most of the time when I go on these trips. So to know that now we have another local needlework store to add to the list of places to visit,
Because it's,
share.
I buy stuff online. I'm not saying I don't, because that instant gratification is great. But I love to go to a LNS because I like to see the models. Because I will buy patterns that I would not buy on the internet.
Yeah.
You look at them and you go, no. But you see them finished, you see them framed, you see them mounted on boards, you see them made into pillows.
Absolutely.
They give you different ideas, or we've changed the colors of some of the things, and it's like, wow, I would have never thought of that.
Well, and it just I think having a local store, having a brick and mortar store, it keeps our craft alive. It keeps it going. It keeps our love for cross stitch going because it's hands-on, and you have a person there that you can talk to. You have a person there that can help you pick out your floss, your fabric, just to have that conversation. So I'm so excited for her. I'm so excited for all of us in the cross-stitching community. And
the building is 4,000 square feet, so it is a lot of cross stitch. I will have a stitching room downstairs for right now. Upstairs, I have 3 huge rooms, and I will probably use those for classrooms for right now. But then I would hopefully like to, knock on wood, maybe get into fabric. That's down the road.
when you say fabric, you mean
Quilting
fabric, okay?
or things to put pillows together with. But when I say that's down the road, that is down the road. I want that downstairs to be amazing. I want people to be like, holy cow, have you been to Stitch Etc.
Yeah. Oh, and that is the name of her store.
That's the
Stitch
name of the
Etc.
store, and it's in Farmington, and it is it's a historic little town. And people think, and I'm like, it's the only cross stitch store on the eastern side of the state of Missouri. There's one in Kansas City, and there's one in Branson, but mine will be the only one on the east side because I usually drive. I'll drive 5 or 6 hours.
Oh, we've driven 10 hours.
Oh,
before.
I've flown. And it's just you do it. So this will be nice. And forgot where I was going.
Oh, we were talking about vision with your store. Oh, your town, Farmington.
Oh, yes.
So probably the age of the building is.
So the building is 1863. It's the oldest building in Farmington, and it's really neat. It's in a really neat. There's a couple blocks of Farmington that's really neat, but a half a block up is 2 really good restaurants, and she can attest.
It's very good.
There is a very nice Hampton Inn, and I see people go, Hampton Inn, but it's really a nice Hampton Inn. There is in my block, not the Hampton Inn's not my block, but anyway, but there's some clothes. Yeah, there's really nice clothing stores. There's a vintage home decor store. There's a lot of things, and where I live is kind of like, it's not Napa, but it is wine country, big time. And there's I think 5 or 6 wineries within 15 minutes. There's some breweries. My husband has volunteered to drive people if they want to come into town to shop and they decide, hey, I want to go to the winery. He doesn't drink. He will drive you to wherever you like and sit in the car and look at his phone while everybody goes has fun.
He's nice.
So
we'll keep him.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
So lots of ideas, lots of vision.
You can make it.
Lots
You can
of
make it a
future
destination
plans.
and do things, not just my store, but So.
And it's close to St. Louis, and just it's so exciting. Lots of possibilities and opportunities to have events too. So,
Yeah.
good.
Absolutely.
Good. Well, what else do you want to share with them while we're here today?
I don't know.
Besides Kay's
Kay's in
excited because she got to buy some quilting fabric today.
They went shopping today, and I took a nap. So.
Well, we are going to get geared up for session 2. First group was a lot of fun. I think I might need another cup of coffee to get me going.
I had about seriously 10 glasses of iced tea this morning, and it still didn't. That's why I had to have a nap.
So we are going to get ready. I will share with you all the entire events of both sessions in my next video. I will link all of the Stitch Etc. information below, and I will do giveaways and share all my cross stitch and everything like that next week. Yeah. So
when I'm going to post it. Well, not me, Ashley.
Ashley will post.
Ashley will post this on my thing too.
Yes.
So anyway, but thank you for having me.
I'm glad. Well, thank you for having me. So I've had so much fun. I love traveling with these girls, but I love going to Kim's retreats. So much fun.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody. Enjoy your stitching weekend. I'm leaving that in there because I know I won't be able to edit it.
Because I was wiggling the table.
I told her not to do that, and this whole time I was wiggling the table.
Sorry. I'm sorry that I hope nobody got sick.
Well, hopefully that's the worst thing that will happen today. So we will see you next time. Have a good weekend. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.